It is the Forces station, BFBS, here with me, Tim Humphrys, in for our Paul Wisdom today, through till 1 UK time on Access All Areas. To a track now then. Now, every regiment needs a good mascot, eh? The Princess of Wales's Royal Regiment Benevolent Fund is called, the mascot there is called PWRR Pete Hampton Teddy. Yeah. Now, in his military career, he's met royalty, headed out on exercise and attended many a mess do. Well, now he's on a new adventure, and to tell us more on the bear, I'm joined by John Bennett of the regiment's Benevolent Fund.
OK, Princess of Wales's Royal Regiment, Pete Hampton Teddy, is the front man for a couple of ladies from West Sussex. They were watching a parade in Guildford, one of the homecoming parades for one of the battalions from Afghanistan. They had no links at all with the regiment, and they were so taken and moved by the event that they decided to fundraise for the battalion. And using PWRR, Pete Hampton Teddy, as their front man, they've raised thousands of pounds on cake sales, events. They work with the local fire brigade. The little bear has been to mess functions, he's met royalty, he's jumped out of an aeroplane with the flying tigers, and he was at the Psalm 100 event in Guildford in July, where I first met him, and I think just at that event alone they raised £800. So he's basically their front man.
I like the way that you say he's their front man.
Yeah.
he sounds like he's had quite a life, hasn't he?
He has, yes, he has. He has his own Facebook page, which of course is PWRR Pete Hampton Teddy, and all his adventures are there. He doesn't mention how much money he's raised, but it just shows where he's been and what he's been doing and who he's been with.
I understand that he's involved in something quite serious and a bit sinister at the moment. Is that right?
Well, yes, his two carers sent him on a holiday down to Kent. We've got a picture on his Facebook page of him in a deck chair, with sunglasses on. But the other day, the CCTV cameras where he was staying caught a bit of a nasty picture. He was seen tied up in the back of a car being driven away by, well, what looked like a panda. Now, subsequently, a ransom has been received by somebody called the Despicable Panda.
Okay.
He's a hefty-looking panda, and he's demanded £25,000 to be paid as a ransom. Otherwise, the poor little bear gets it.
Oh no!
And this is terrible. So, what we've decided to do is actually front this for the Benevolent Fund, and we've set up a Just Giving link so that people can pay money into it.
Yeah, now I've had a little look at your Facebook page. Tell us where people can follow his adventures and his exploits.
If you search for PWRR, Pete Hampton Teddy, his Facebook page will come up.
Why should people give towards the PWRR Benevolent Fund? Just tell us about some of the good stuff that it achieves.
Now, we're not government funded anymore, and we have to raise the money for the Benevolent Fund, and that deals with welfare for injured servicemen, for putting disabled equipment into their homes, for when they get a little older and perhaps need a little bit more help with equipment, wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and even transport for hospital appointments and things like that. So the Welfare Fund deals with all the aspects of the retired soldiers, whether reservist or regular. And there's one being set up for every regiment, but we have to self-fund it.
Just remind us of that Just Giving page then.
Okay, the Just Giving link is justgiving, as one word, .com, /fundraising / Pete Hampton, as in one word, -Teddy.
Right, Pete Hampton, all one word, -Teddy on the end of that address. We do a feature called Tour Tracks, and I was thinking of the bear when I was putting the show together. He's been everywhere, as we were saying a little bit earlier then. What would be his, or maybe your, tour track, and why?
Okay, I will probably sneak in ahead of the bear this time. In 2001, when I deployed to Kosovo to join up with the 1st Battalion, I was sent slightly later. So I went to Briars Norton with all my kit. I was dropped at the guard room by the battalion transport, and I found myself in accommodation. And then the following morning, I went down to the departure lounge, signed in, and sat there. Wasn't a soul in the place. They hadn't even put the lights on.
Oh, wow.
So I found somebody and they said, oh, yeah, their flight's still on, definitely. And I discovered that the three of us going. On the speakers came my favourite all-time track, and how poignant it was at that moment. It's Hotel California by the Eagles.
We will play Eagles Hotel California, and we will also link in with the Just Giving page on our Facebook and my Twitter feed at BFBS Tim. John, it's been a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for coming back to me today.
Around the world
and throughout the UK on DAB Digital Radio.
BFBS.